Just earlier today, I had a conversation with another Kali practitioner, and he said something that broke my heart quite a bit. He had trained with another Pekiti practitioner in Bombay. Now, this practitioner, this teacher of Pekiti is not supposed to be teaching. He's not authorized to teach Pekiti. He doesn't know enough or he's experienced enough to teach, but he was still teaching or sharing whatever he knew. And the experience left this Kali practitioner that I had a conversation with in the morning, the experience left him quite jaded, to the extent that he said to me that he doesn't really want to train Pekiti because he's not able to connect with it. And the major thing that really formed this disconnect was the teacher that he went to, the teacher he went to, essentially told him that Pekiti is all about killing. The only thing that matters is your ability to kill someone. And hearing this, it sort of turned him off, and also when I heard this from him, it also broke my heart, because for me Pekiti is not just about killing. And that's essentially what I want to talk about today. When we talk about the Filipino martial arts, we do come from the understanding that these arts have their roots in guerrilla warfare, that there were practitioners of this in ancient times were fighting people who were either numerically superior to them or armed in a superior way to them, and so they had to employ hit and run tactics. This is an art of warfare, where my ability to defeat an enemy and go home safely was the most important thing. However, this is also an art for protection. This is also, when my teacher's grandfather taught him, he told him, I'm teaching you to protect yourself, to protect your family, and to protect your land. This art, in this art, life is super important. Safety is super important. Protecting yourself and your loved ones is super important. On the one hand, we have the idea that this is a martial art. It is an art of war. But on the other hand, we do have to find relevance for it in today's world. And it is so much more than just an art of killing people. If I'm looking at the martial aspect of it, my aim is not to kill my enemy. It's to go home safe. Is to end whatever encounter I'm in as safely and effectively and efficiently as I can, so I can go home safe earlier. Because on the street, there are all these variables I don't have under control. I don't know how my opponent is armed. I don't know how many people I'm fighting. There are no rules. There's no time limit. I don't know the terrain I'm fighting in. There are always some consequences to violence. And so I need to either avoid violence completely, or it's up to my training to help me get home safely, finish the encounter as efficiently, effectively, quickly as possible, and go home safely. That's all. Now, I'm not in the army. I'm a civilian. If I am killing somebody, there are going to be huge consequences for the rest of my life. And so when I mean finishing an encounter, it does not mean killing someone. It means putting myself in a position to be able to get away safely. And whatever that means in that specific context, it might mean knocking someone out, it might mean controlling someone, it might mean clearing the path for an exit, it might mean calling help. It could mean many things. Killing is the last resort, because no matter what the situation is, even if it's in self-defense, it's going to be my word against his word, and there are going to be consequences to it. Now, apart from this martial aspect of the art, there is a lot more that Pekiti can give us, that Kali can give us. For me, it's a way to connect to my ancestors. For me, it's a way to pay homage to those who came before. For me, it's a way to work my coordination. For me, it's a way to break into this flow state where a lot of the issues that I might have in the rest of my life no longer really apply here, because I cut all of them out and I'm just focusing on the now. I'm just focusing on flowing with a partner or by myself. And so when we say things like Pekiti is only meant for killing, we disrespect the art to a large degree, because we sort of completely forget or get tunnel vision, completely forget about all of the other benefits that we can get from practicing the Filipino martial arts, the weapon martial arts in general. It's not, especially in today's world, it's not just about killing. My life does not just depend on my ability to wield a sword or to wield a stick or to wield a knife. Yes, I want to have the skills that if, God forbid, I am put into a dangerous encounter when I must protect myself or my family, I have the skills to do so. But I'm also learning the skills to avoid such a situation, and I'm also learning skills that are just going to better my life in general.